Manga-Waido.
My name is Yusuke Sabuchi. I just turned 30 and I finally got a girlfriend. I met Masami at a party, a sort of matchmaking sort of thing, arranged by a coworker. Unlike me, she's way more outgoing and really livened up the party. I really took a shining to her.
Would you... can I call you? Get in touch with you again? If you don't mind?
I was pretty shocked when she asked me for my number after the party. Aren't you mistaking me for one of the other guys? I was so befuddled that I sort of made a fool of myself. I remember she really cracked up when I said that. Frankly speaking, I'm really just an ordinary guy. I didn't graduate from some top university. I'm not really into sports. I just worked hard and got into a fairly well-known company. Just your average office worker. I really don't have any real hobbies either, but Masami insisted there were so many good things about me. I was so taken by her positive attitude towards everything that my affection for her grew more and more. After about 6 months, I finally got up the nerve to propose to her. It was probably the most nervous I've ever been. Masami looked pretty surprised when I asked her and when she saw that engagement ring. But right away, she said yes!
But first I have a confession to make. I was married. Divorced now. You still okay with that?
Huh? Seriously? Masami looked a little hesitant, but she started to tell me about her past. She revealed that she was a single mother of a 15-year-old daughter. Apparently her husband ran off after she got pregnant. Well, it was real trauma for her that prevented her from going out on dates. She looked so brokenhearted that I hugged her immediately, and it was at that moment that I told myself I would protect this woman no matter what. After the wedding, I was very worried that her daughter would reject me, but my worries were quickly laid to rest.
So, I guess I call you... Dad from now on, right?
Sayuri was much like her mom, bright and outgoing. She quickly took to me and started calling me Dad without hesitation. For me, it was great. My life so far had been pretty bland, but now all of a sudden, every day was cheerful and bright.
Can I really order anything I want?
Yeah, go for it. Order anything you want. I took her to a restaurant soon after we were married, and she thoroughly enjoyed herself. Just seeing her so happy, she seemed so angelic.
I was really not making so much. I couldn't provide much for her over the years.
Well, no more worries. I'm here to take care of you guys from now on.
I'm so glad that I was able to marry you. I hope we're not a burden.
I guess that's about when it started. A dad that would buy anything for his wife and daughter. A convenient dad, so to speak.
That's not fair, Dad! Why does Mom only get one? I want nice jewelry too, please!
You're a little too young to get expensive jewelry. I'll buy you anything else you want.
Huh. Okay then. Could you buy me this? Hey, Yusuke. It's been a month since I got a gift from you. Don't you think it's about time I got something new?
I bought you one of those expensive brand bags last time. What do you want this time? I know I was being an irresponsible dad in a way, but whenever they asked me for something, I didn't complain and bought it for them right away. We went on numerous vacations. I bought gifts for them whenever they asked. I never made a fuss. Huh? After about 6 months, I checked to see how much I had used. I was speechless. I worked 15 years and saved quite a bit over the years, and was at a loss for words to see that I had used a third of my savings. By this time, Masami had already quit her part-time job, and we were living solely on my meager pay, and both she and Sayuri were becoming more and more reliant on me for everything.
Hey, Yusuke, I really want this. Could I?
Sorry. I think I've used a little too much recently. Let's put it off for now.
Huh? Seriously?
This was the first time I rejected her pleas to buy something. I still vividly remember that shell-shocked expression when I said that. Several days passed after I rejected her.
Boy, oh boy, we're not getting many presents from that guy recently. Huh. Our little ATM. Yeah, I know. I wanted to show my friends a new bag this weekend. Gonna have to make do with this old thing.
After work, I was dozing off after a hard day's work and was awakened by voices. an unbelievable conversation hit me.
Oh, hey Yusuke. You're awake. Want me to heat up your dinner?
Huh? Oh yeah, please. Was that just a dream? Or did I just hear it wrong? But my worries turned out to be true. Masami and Sayuri's attitudes slowly began to change.
Hey, Yusuke. Could you at least fold your own laundry? Do I have to always do all the household chores? Is that it?
Oh yeah, sure thing. Sorry about that. I'll help out whenever I can.
Hey, Dad. Did your pay go down or something? Or don't you care anymore about your daughter?
Huh? Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, you never buy me anything recently, and my allowance is close to non-existent.
Okay, sure. I'll ask Mom about increasing your allowance a little more. Gradually, Masami started skimping on her household chores. I usually end up doing everything. Whatever I said or did, they never failed to criticize me. Masami even shunned me whenever I approached her. But I still loved my family and wanted to protect them the best I could. I did all the household chores and I did my best to get along with Sayuri. But...
Hey, Dad. Didn't I ask you to buy the whole series of that newest comic on your way back from work? What's up, for Christ's sake?
Sorry about that. I was so busy I forgot all about it.
Why'd you forget? Can't you even remember a little old thing like that? Boy, you're useless. You're only good for bringing home the bacon.
Sorry about that. Recently, both Masami and Sayuri just seemed to boss me around as if I were their slave. What's more, she stopped doing the household chores, even preparing dinner. They were always eating out. I was left to heat up leftovers or make do with instant noodles. Days went by working like some kind of slave, and the stress had reached its peak. Then one day...
Dad, I want some snacks. Go buy some, would you? Something chocolate, preferably.
Are you serious? Go buy it yourself for a change. The shop is like 3 minutes away.
Yeah, 3 minutes. So why don't you go? Come on, get going.
Get going? That's kind of rude. It's not something you'd say to your dad.
Huh? You have no right to say that. If you're my dad, buy me whatever I want. That's what a real dad does.
I've bought you so many things in the past. Can't you be a little more respectful, for God's sake?
Oh, please. Don't give me that, Mr. ATM. You're the one that's being disrespectful. All you need to do is just pay the rent and provide for us. That's all. Don't want to hear your crap.
ATM? Huh? I suddenly recalled their conversation, but I refused to believe it. My loving family called me Mr. ATM? No. No way. Hoping for a little backup, I turned toward Masami. But what I heard coming from her mouth was more than I could bear.
Yeah, that's right. We're not getting anything from you recently. An ATM with no money is just simply useless to us.
The sheer hatred and animosity toward me was beyond belief. I knew right away that they had no love for me whatsoever. Divorce was my only option. After that, my actions were swift. I hired a private detective to investigate Masami. I wanted to get confirmation that Masami loved me. All I did was disappoint them. When we first married, we were quite happy. That's all the verification I wanted, that we were happy, but that all shattered before my very eyes. Your wife? Well, I'll say it straight. She's having an affair. Huh? Are you sure? Since when? Well, according to our research, this has been going on before you married. No. No way. That can't be right. Masami's love was all a complete lie. On the same day, I put a copy of the PI report and the divorce papers into an envelope and left home. I could not stand being with them even a minute longer. As I expected, I got a call from Masami the next day. I was going to just ignore the call, but I had the urge to say something for all the pain they caused. I answered the call.
Yusuke, please hear me out. It's all a big misunderstanding.
The ATM is out of order at the moment. We have nothing to talk about. My lawyer will be in contact with you shortly. Thank you for your patience.
No, please, you got it all wrong. I do truly love you, Yusuke.
Don't give me that crap. You guys called me Mr. ATM.
No, you got it wrong. Please believe me.
And on top of that, you were having an affair even before we got married. Yeah, trauma, huh? Scared to have a relationship with other guys, huh? What BS?
As I said, you got it all wrong. Just come home and we'll talk.
It seemed fruitless to continue, so I hung up on her. After that call, I contacted my lawyer and had him present divorce papers and demanded compensation from those two. Masami apparently wanted to get half of everything, but she had used most of the money on pleasure, with her guy apparently, so there was nothing left of our savings. They left with practically nothing, the same as when they first arrived. I later learned that she sold all the stuff that I bought her and Sayuri to pay my compensation, but that alone was not enough, so she evidently started working the nightlife. What about me, you ask? Well, the money that they got from Mr. ATM here was all returned as part of the divorce settlement. So financially, I'm back to square one. Only thing is, it was emotionally straining. But I suppose I'll get over it. That's why I took some time off to relax and think seriously about my future. This whole affair was a real shock to me. I suppose it was partially my fault. I was just a bad judge of character. I'm just gonna have to rely on this experience and not get conned by such a woman again.